Friday night, September 29th, Union versus Owasso.
He's going to hand it off to Kevion Cooper. He's into the end zone for the touchdown.
I just kept going and going. It was all my adrenaline was going. I was hyping up the linemen to hurry up and finish the drive, and it felt really good.
They're going to hand it off again to Kevion Cooper, right side. Kevion's got a hole across the 35.
I've never seen him play like that, but I know that he's determined, and he really don't like to take losses.
It was a double overtime win, but after the game, Kevion didn't feel like celebrating. His mom was told Kevion was probably overheating, maybe dehydrated.
I do a quick evaluation. Everything seems fine. He's alert. Eyes and eyes are equal and reactive to light. I mean, it's just complaining of a severe headache.
Got a trash can. I was throwing up. Then I tried to go to the bathroom. Then I just passed out.
Open up the right eye, and I shine it down, and his pupil is blown. And I let it go. I open it up again, and his pupil is completely blown.
They let us in, and I come down, and I see my son on the floor. And he's incoherent. He's swelling his hands. Don't know what's going on, and I'm like, this is not overheating. What's wrong with him?
Kevion was rushed to St. Francis and straight into surgery.
Dr. Zhang was unreal. He spoke to us and the family. Kevion's got a massive subdural hematoma on his brainstem on the right side, and we have to relieve the pressure right now.
3 days in a coma and 27 days in the hospital. A concussion suffered during the game nearly took his life.
And so I just thank God that there's 4 doctors here to look at me that night before I went to the hospital.
If you had gone home, what could have happened?
Could have went to sleep and possibly not waking up.
With the concern over concussion, more and more parents are starting to ask themselves, should I allow my student to play these impact sports like football or rugby, hockey or kickboxing?
When your child plays football and other high-impact, high-contact sports, you're undermining the life of your child. You're making your child less intelligent. It's as simple as that.
Dr. Bennett Omalu is a forensic pathologist who was the basis of the Will Smith movie Concussion. The film highlights the doctor's discovery and crusade to shine a light on the connection between long-term brain damage and contact sports.
The brain doesn't have any reasonable capacity to regenerate itself. I've looked at thousands and thousands of brains. I'm yet to see a brain that is dividing normally to regenerate itself. Brain cells don't do that.
Dr. Omalu says once the brain cell's damaged, it's damaged for good. He wants parents to understand that before sending their child onto the field. He says this is not an attack on football or these other sports, but starting a conversation and raising awareness. Brandon Stanford is a parent and a coach of his son's football team. 12-year-old Braden has suffered not 1 but 2 concussions playing football and now has decided to wait.
He said, I want to play again, but I think it's smart if I sit out next year just to make sure that I don't want to have another concussion.
Kevion doesn't have a choice. His football career is over. Instead, he'll focus on running track in the spring and heading to OU this fall.
Just the fact that my child is okay. I give up the track, the football, just knowing that he can walk, talk. He didn't lose anything. No paralysis. He's not paralyzed. He's not in a wheelchair. That's enough for me.
On the scene, on the story, Leanne Taylor, News on 6.